What is the cost of living in Parrish, Florida? Well, if you're considering relocating to Parrish, Florida, that's what we're going to talk about today. The cost of living in Parrish, Florida in 2022. Stay tuned. My name is Newman. I am a real estate agent in Southwest Florida in the Manatee and Sarasota County areas, and specifically in the town of Parrish, Florida, where I also happen to be a resident myself. Today on this video, we're going to dive into the cost of living in Parrish, Florida, and the averages of what you can expect to pay, broken down into 6 main cost of living factors: housing, utilities, healthcare, transportation, food, and entertainment.
How much does it cost exactly?
We all know the cost of living, not just here in Southwest Florida, but across the country has increased dramatically since 2021, and experts are forecasting those costs to continue to increase due to the many factors going on with the ongoing pandemic, labor shortages, supply chain issues and shortages, and not to mention the global uncertainty. So, if you're considering relocating to our neck of the woods in Parrish, Florida, it's good for you to know these most recent updates to the cost of living factors we're experiencing right now, which, according to salary.com in Parrish, Florida, is 3.3% lower than the national average, and I'm going to break that all down.
Break it down now. Break it down.
And if you want to know as much as you can about living, working, shopping, eating, playing, and growing your life and growing your family in Parrish, Florida, then you'll want to subscribe to this channel so that you can always be in the know about this lovely community that almost 53,000 people call home. Let's dive into the cost of living factors in Parrish, Florida. Number 1, housing. We all know that for most of us, housing costs are the largest part of our monthly budget. Whether it's a rental amount or you own a home and you have a mortgage, it's good to keep your housing cost to only 25 to 30% of your monthly income. In Parrish, Florida, 34219, the past 6 months home sales data shows a median single-family house cost $450,000, and that house had a median 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage with about 2,227 square feet and a median year built of 2013. For rental properties in the past 6 months, the median monthly rent was $2,800 for a median 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home with about 1,935 square feet. There really are not many apartment rentals at the moment in Parrish, Florida, but there are some being built right now, and more apartment complexes have been approved by the county for construction. So stay tuned to this channel for updates on rentals in Parrish. Now, neighboring areas for apartment rentals will cost anywhere between $1,600 to $1,900 a month for a 1-bedroom and over $1,900 a month for a 2-bedroom. Our inventory of homes for purchase and for rent available in Parrish, Florida is extremely low, at less than a month's worth of inventory. And if you're curious about what the monthly stats are for sales prices and inventory levels, be sure to check out this latest real estate market stats video that breaks it all down for both Manatee and Sarasota counties. And of course, by subscribing to this channel, you'll always be alerted to the new videos, on a weekly basis and the new market update stats videos that come out monthly. So be sure and subscribe. Along with housing costs come homeowners insurance costs, of course, and renters insurance costs. Let's talk about homeowners insurance first. Well, if you haven't already heard, Florida's state average for yearly homeowners insurance is higher than the national average. And of course, it varies based on county, the age of the home, any previous claims made on that home. You may also have heard that several large insurers in Florida have recently gone under and are no longer writing policies in this state due to the following ongoing issues: roofing fraud, out of control litigation, and rising replacement cost for supplies.
Can we stop this cruel game?
Now, statewide, premiums have increased 25% since last year, with many homeowners receiving notices of non-renewal and many being that does not have a CDD fee included in my yearly tax amount. What is a CDD fee? You might ask. Well, I've got this video here that explains the Community Development District, or CDD fee, how it's paid, and why some neighborhoods have it and why some don't. So make sure you check out the video in the link at the end of this video. The sales tax here in Parrish, Florida is 7%, which is the 6% state tax and the 1% county tax, which is actually lower than 87% of other Florida locations. And of course, there is no state income tax, in Florida, which is real nice, and no tax on retirement or pension benefits.
It's just a real nice surprise.
Our number 2 cost of living factor is utilities. based on individual usage, the age of the home, the size of the home, whether you have a pool or not, the average electric bill is between $150 to $200 per month, which is only about 1% higher than the national average. Now, the average water bill, which includes your weekly trash and recycling, is $65 to $85 a month, and high-speed internet TV is about $150 per month. Number 3 cost of living factor, healthcare. So Parrish is a growing and expanding community, so we are getting more and more healthcare providers every year. We are also slated for our very own hospital, which is good news. So we no longer have to drive 25 minutes or more to a hospital. And of course, here's a video I've put together talking about why a hospital in Parrish, Florida is a good thing. And stay tuned to find out more about when the hospital will be built and whether or not it will be a non-profit or for-profit facility. The annual Best Places Health Cost Index for Parrish, zip code 34219, puts us in Parrish at 91.4% of the national average of 100. So lower equals better. Number 4, cost of living transportation factor. Now, the average commute for residents of Parrish, Florida is 32 minutes. And although there are a few city bus stops scattered throughout Parrish, our community is mainly a vehicle-needed location. The cost per gallon at the pump right now is, of course, much higher than this time last year with the current global uncertainty going on. So I believe it's about $4.19 a gallon, which is close to the national average of $4.25 a gallon. And car insurance in Florida is about 31% higher than the national average due to weather-related possibilities like hurricanes and flooding, and of course, due to a higher percentage of uninsured drivers, high traffic with out-of-state seasonal tourist drivers, etc. So, an average yearly car insurance policy for a 40-year-old, as an example, is around $1,800 a year. Public bus fees will cost between 75 cents and $1.50 per bus ride. And remember, it may take 3 or more buses to get to your desired location. Now, let's talk about our number 5 main cost of living factor, which is food. Now, food is a factor that has seen an increase in Parrish, Florida from last year, but still lower than the national average. And of course, hey, I think every state has seen an increase of food prices simply because of labor shortages and supply chains and that sort of thing. Many shelves are low on stock, and I've noticed that many of the items I buy every 2 weeks are no longer available. For 2 people, I spend between $500 and $600 a month for groceries, and a family of 4 would most likely double that amount per month. Other than a few convenience stores and a couple of really nice farmers markets, Parrish proper only has 3 grocery stores at the moment, and they're all Publix. So if you want to go to a Walmart or a Target or Winn-Dixie or maybe an Aldi's, you'll need to drive a few more miles outside of Parrish. There's also the option of ordering groceries online for delivery from any of those stores, or Kroger, which is what I use every 2 weeks. As far as restaurants go, Parrish has a good variety of mom and pop eateries, as well as fast food and a few chain restaurants. There's also some great food trucks around as well. If you want more of a moderate to fine dining experience, then there are many options just a few miles outside of Parrish. Again, eating out prices have gone up due to labor and supply shortages, and because we're still considered an outlier for the tourists and the snowbirds, so eating out is pretty pricey anywhere you go. Our date nights at a moderately priced restaurant in town or out of town will typically cost us between $85 to $150, and that's usually with one cocktail apiece, one appetizer, 2 meals, and a 20% tip. Our number 6 cost of living factor is entertainment. Parrish proper does not have many instant entertainment options at the moment, but other than our local Beef O'Brady's pub bar that has a comedy show several times a year, and our local Parrish Playworks that offers a few yearly live theater shows, but we are centrally located to a ton of entertainment options, all within a 20 to 45 minute drive. There's the beaches of Anna Maria, St. Pete, Siesta Key, Venice, and they're all within about a 45-minute drive, depending on the time of year with traffic. Parrish is also located right along the Manatee River, so that gives great water fun options like boating and fishing, jet skiing, kayaking, paddleboarding, and water skiing. You can rent a boat from most and many of the marinas around town. A jet ski is typically between $75 to $100 an hour. Kayaks rent for about $40 for 2 hours, and the same for paddle boards. A movie at the local movie theater in Lakewood Ranch costs about $10 a person for a night viewing, and other movie theaters in Bradenton cost about $13.50 per ticket. I hope this video, what is the cost of living in Parrish, Florida, has been helpful to you, and if so, again, like this video and please subscribe to this channel so that you can see weekly videos about Parrish, Florida and the surrounding areas. And hey, if you're considering moving to Parrish, Florida, or any of the neighboring communities like Bradenton, Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, don't hesitate to reach out to my office if you have questions, or perhaps you'd like to receive daily alerts for new properties that become available that might meet your needs. I'm always available to you and your relocation questions, or maybe you already live in these areas and you are in a place to buy a home or sell a home. Please reach out and allow us the privilege of showing you how we can help you reach your buying or selling goals. And if you have a topic or question you'd like me to answer or research for you, please leave your comments below. Perhaps your experience moving here that might help out other people that are making that decision. I'd love to connect with you and get your feedback so I know what videos to make that will provide the most value to you. I'm Catherine Newman. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.